Hello guys, Teacher Joe here. And so for today's lesson we are on page 28 of your pupil books. And for today's lesson we are looking at rivers. Okay, so if we look at the diagram here, this is how a river is formed. So if we look at the very start up here in the mountains, we have a spring. Now the spring is where the water from the river starts to move down. Now, as you can see, the shape of the river is always changing, okay? As it's moving downhill, the river is changing. Now, the shape of the river is called the form, okay? The form of the river, the shape of the river, okay? Now, as the river is moving downhill, the water moves faster, okay? This is because when the river is downhill, it is steep. If something is steep, it is downhill, okay? Now, as the water comes down, we can see here, the river moves faster, okay? If we look further down the river, it is flat, okay? Up in the mountains, it is steep. The water is faster. Down on the flat, the water is slower. Now, the speed of the water is called the flow, okay? The flow of the water. Now remember, if it's steep, the water is fast. If it's flat, the water is slow. This is called the flow of the river, okay? Now, if we look further down the river, we can see the bottom of the river here. Now, the bottom of the river is called the bed, okay? The bottom of the river, the bed, okay? Now, the sides of the river are also steep, and we call this the bank, the river bank, okay? So the bottom of the river is the bed, the side of the river is the bank, okay? Now, if you look at the top here, at the top of the mountains, you can see clouds. And it's raining, okay? Now, when it's raining, the river moves faster. Now, why do you think the river moves faster when it's raining? Well, it's because there is more water flowing down into the river. So it makes the river move faster, okay? Now, if we go to the bottom of the river, down past the bed, along the banks, we get to the mouth. Now, the mouth of the river is when the water opens up into the ocean, okay? This is called the mouth of the river, okay? So, just to review, this is where a river starts in the spring. This is where the river ends, at the mouth, okay? The bottom of the river is the bed, the side of the river is the bank. Okay? Good. Okay guys, so we're still on page 28 and we are looking at exercise 4. Okay? So we have to look at the words 1 to 6 and match them to the meanings A to F. So if we look at the first word, it is flow. Okay, flow, which we said before is the energy of moving water, the flow of the water. Good. Now, number 2 is rainfall. Okay, rainfall. Of course, we know that rainfall is water from the sky. So, rainfall, water from the sky. Good. The next word we have is form. What is form? Form is the shape of the river, okay? The shape of the river. So form, shape of the river. Good. The next word we have is steep. Steep. Remember from the river, steep. This is when the water moves quickly. The water moves quickly because It is steep. Okay? Steep. The water goes down quickly. Good. The next word we have is downhill. Downhill. So from higher to lower ground. It is downhill. Okay? So number 5, downhill, is from higher to lower ground. It is downhill. Good. And the last one, the word is flat. Now flat means totally flat. There are no hills. It is totally flat. Okay? So number 6, flat means without hills. Totally flat. Okay? Well done. A little bit better. Okay guys, so now we are on page 29, okay? And we are looking at exercise 6. So as you can see, we have 3 sets of diagrams here of different rivers, okay? A, B, and C. And we have 3 paragraphs which describe the rivers, 1, 2, and 3. Now, there may be some words in these paragraphs that you don't know. For example, erodes, okay? If you don't know a word, just underline it, and when I next see you, we can discuss these words, okay? Good. So what I would like you to do is read each paragraph, 1, 2, and 3, and decide which diagrams, A, B, or C, match the paragraphs. Okay? Good. Well done. Okay guys, so now we are on exercise 7, and this is a reading exercise. Okay? So, this text is about the River Thames. Now, as you know, our school is called Thames UK, and it was named Thames UK after the River Thames, which is a river in London. Okay? Now, what you need to do is read this text and answer the questions 1 to 6. Good.